Hello everyone, this is John from MtG Modern Ad Nauseam, and welcome to this wrap-up league number 7. So what about the deck that we've played today? So first of all, we went 4-1, which is a pretty good score. And nothing to be really disappointed about because we lost against L07WU, which is bad matchup. We pretty much lost to Talia game 1. That made us think very hard. And game 2 was just our deck didn't... blanked a little bit, a lot of land top deck. Our opponent was doing his things, and that's just how we ended. Otherwise, we double win against Burn, we win against Tron, green-red Tron, and the prison, the white-red prison deck that caused us a problem. The first time we faced it, it was a very bad loss, but now we're going two wins in a row against the deck. So what about the main board? I think the main board is for a spoil version. I believe this main board is untouchable. It's beautiful. 4 Action in Life, 8 Cantrip, the Pact of Negation. To be honest, I really think that's purely optimum. The only thing you could argue is still the City of Brass. Maybe you want less or more tap land. This kind of thing is very minor. I don't think you can ever find the perfect allocation between this because it's the difference is very small. So you could still argue if something is better than the other. I traded against 4 fast land, the City of Brass. You could do something else. You could argue you might want an island instead of a plane, even though I still strongly believe that double plane is better for the Blood Moon matchup. So yeah, in terms of main board, I think I'm set. If I play Spot of the Vault, I will pretty much always play this 60. Sideboard, there's plenty of things to say, but main board, that's just what it is. I'm actually considering, let's talk about something different. What about this? Pact of Negation is great, but we don't see any control deck. We always end up sideboarding it out because it's just not relevant in a match. Maybe it could be swapped with a sideboard option. I don't know. Maybe our main board would be without Pact of Negation. Maybe our main board could be, who knows? It could be something like a Giga Drowse. Why? Because it will still be useful against counterspell deck, and it can be useful against aggro deck. There's still the corner case where Pact of Negation can be used as a force of will with Angel Grace, which in that case is useful against any deck. But yeah, I would say what we could argue in this 60 the most is this Pact of Negation. I will still keep it because we haven't seen control deck, but I guess it's part of the variance of Magic. But I'm expecting to see lots of counterspell anyway. So we didn't see any blue this league, if I'm correct. No blue at all. So that's probably why I'm thinking this right now. Probably have a different opinion if it was another league, but this card was pretty useless in the league. In terms of sideboard, a lot to discuss. It's hard to give a really objective opinion here because we didn't use many things. I don't want to discuss about Leyline. I don't want to discuss about that. The thing that I put on the left. So to me, this is not up for discussion. So the Pact is up for discussion. Actually, I almost never use it. But to me, this is not up for discussion. So Giga Drowse, we didn't use it. Patrician Scorn helped us game 1 to get rid of the Leyline in something that could have ended pretty bad for me because I thought I could do Maniac Way and actually I couldn't. I was missing a mana, but luckily I bring in Patrician Scorn. I feel like I like the card more and more. It feels like it's useful. It's just useful. It doesn't have a huge impact. But it's another card that's cost us 0. It's another way to abuse of Magic with Ad Nauseam. We abuse a lot of Magic in that deck with a lot of things that cost 0. This combo instant speed, and to me it's another card that fits very well in the deck. It's abuse of the very narrow but powerful card in Magic. So I'm really quite happy with this, and I'll probably keep it again. I don't think I have ever removed it for the entire league, even though we haven't used it much. When we used it, it was useful, definitely. So Giga Drowse, we haven't played it. I'll still keep my 2 just in case. Yeah, good against control and aggro. There's definitely a better, if you know you're playing against control, there is better. If you know you play against aggro, there is better. But in the unknown, Giga Drowse is relevant in both. And this third discard, I think the thing that I would remember from that league is the third discard. He did an amazing job against Tron, even though when you unfold the whole match, we might have gone through with a win even without this card. I still think it's extremely relevant, and we actually draw. It was good. Actually, it was good to have a Inquisition and Thoughtseize, just because we could see that against Tron, I actually draw the Inquisition. So if it wasn't, so we know that I drew the card that I added this specific league. So if I didn't add this Inquisition, I would have only the discard in the game 3. So it helped having definitely this third one helped us to draw it more often. I think 3 is a very good number. So in terms of sideboard, it's pretty stocked, I guess. Nephalia Academy, I'm still very underwhelmed with that card, but I believe that we need 4 Leyline of Sanctity is not enough against the black-green Abzan Jund kind of matchup, the deck with heavily discard, and I feel we need something more, even if Nephalia is not even close compared to Leyline of Sanctity. I think it's just another tool against this kind of deck, and we need it. We need at least one, and this is as good as it gets at this stage based on my testing. I don't think there is anything better than Nephalia Academy outside of Leyline of Sanctity that could fit against this kind of deck tech with a lot of discard. To me, the biggest problem in Nephalia is it's only discard, which means that Thoughtseize, Tidal Scholar, Sin Collector, all these things that exile from your hand is completely useless. So it's actually quite narrow. But the good old-fashioned way, discard, it will be very helpful. So I'm happy to keep it. At the end of the day, we realize that we rely anyway on getting our combo as fast as possible. And outside of this, all these cards have really little impact. So yeah, so that's why I think for every Ad Nauseam player should really have fun and play whatever they feel like in a sideboard. It's not usually don't matter much outside of this very powerful one. I might be tempted to try an alternative win con next time, just to see how it goes, like a Grave Titan or something like that. I've tried it once, I didn't like it, but maybe we should dedicate more sideboard to it next time and try to steal a win out of a Grave Titan maybe. So here it is for the deck. It went well, and nothing much else to say. And just before finishing this 7th thing in this 49th video, that's actually quite a bit if you think about it. In terms of stats, if you're interested, so we have almost 50 subscribers, so I think it's sort of 46 or 47 as of today, and almost 2,000 views, 195 or something like that. So I completely acknowledge that it's ridiculous compared to many all the channels on YouTube, but I'm actually quite happy that I get some, at least a few subscribers and get some views regularly. So thank you very much for watching. Just enjoy making these videos. My goal is just to make it grow steadily and slowly, having more people watching and subscribing. So hopefully we can maintain the we can maintain the trend and just keep getting people and building a small community of Ad Nauseam player in Modern. That's all that I hope from this channel. And the tradition, of course, we get some treasure. So let's open that. Who knows? We might get something interesting. Yeah, so we actually managed to get quite a bit of points here. So I'm pretty safe. Even if I screw up the next few leagues, I can still finance my next leagues. So let's open one by one. And first treasure, where do we get? More points, which is good, and Hunt the Weak. Cloud Manta, which is too garbage, I guess. But points, always good to have points. So now I have more than 360. So I have 3 leagues already founded. Beautiful. Let's get to our second one. 40 points. That's great. That's amazing. Just some bunch of standard card. Borrowed Grace. Okay, fair enough. Completely useless, of course, for us in our Ad Nauseam channel. But yeah, points is great. More points? No, but a bunch of rare. So what do we have? Staff of Nin. At the beginning of your keep, draw a card. That's great. I would love to have this in Ad Nauseam if it was not 6 mana. Yeah, that's pretty expensive. And what of this? Oh, another card. Yes, that's the... Okay. Interesting card. I used to play... I played once against someone that was playing that card in an Aether Vial deck. So that's something that comes... If it's not cast, it comes as a 4/4. So it's pretty sweet with a Vial deck. And when it dies, it's exiled, it gets suspended. So it's pretty hard to get rid of. So yeah, interesting. It might worth maybe a single dollar in MTGO. Who knows? All right. So we get some points. I would say that's the most important. We get some ticks. That I'm gonna convert this to probably 9 ticks, and we can get some more cards. Actually, it's interesting because if I could probably acquire the fetches and try a fetch mana base for this beautiful Ad Nauseam. I don't think it's better. I definitely don't think it's better. I think this is the perfect mana base for Spell of the Vault. But if I go fetch, I can remove Spell of the Vault and try something different. It will help us. The thing is, it will help us against slower deck, which is not really what we want based on the MTGO meta. We had like burn. What did we get? Burn against the prison deck. I guess we want to be fast as well. Tron, we need to be fast. Yeah. So even if we change the deck to put something a bit more control-ish, I don't think that's what we want in the meta. Otherwise, I have my idea of twisting the deck to change completely the base, having something quite different with a lot of counterspell. Just to try to be more interactive. That's something I'd like to try later on. I still need quite a bit of cards, so I might just bite off using the ticks, and I can just top up as well. So yeah, that's what's gonna. That's the potential new league. So I don't know about league number 8 if I want to try something completely different. Like I've been saying it for a few wrap up already. Either I do this or I can try alternative win con. That could be interesting as well. It could be nice. And if I do this time, I can just put 3 Grave Titan, for example. So at least if we want to switch to the new win con, we have a proper chance to draw it. All right, I'm gonna stop this. Thank you very much for watching again, and see you soon in league number 8. Cheers.